What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another quick tutorial video here. Today I'm just going to show you how to remove all of this background in Adobe Photoshop. There are probably better ways to do this, but this is just the way that I do it personally because it's the way that I've learned how to do it. So hopefully just take a look and enjoy and maybe learn something new. So you have your photo in Photoshop here. This one is unedited from the raw file. And the first thing you're going to want to do is go to your quick selection tool. And basically what I like to do, just take a big swath of it. And clearly we have some overlap here on the car, which we don't like, but just take a big swath of it. Try and get as much as that background as you can to begin with, and then you work from there. So right now we have the whole background selected along with some stuff that we don't want selected. And we'll just zoom in by pressing the Alt key and using the mouse wheel. We're just going to move this a little bit. Now you can see here that some of the car has been actually quick selected as well. So to get rid of that, we're just going to use the Alt key again, which changes it to the deselect tool. And we're just going to kind of paint that out where we don't want it selected. It takes a little bit of it off. Now this is going to take a while, so just kind of bear with me here. But the key is to be as precise as you can, or at least that's my motto. So you just want to work through it as much as you can. Try and get as much as the car painted properly, because it means less errors in the future. And see, even here, you'll get these random kind of splotches that are selected. You want to select those as well. And just move across, kind of paint that out there. And just go along your car lines here. And one thing to take note of is these open spaces as well. You're going to want to select those. Just for kind of consistency's sake. So for when you do put your background in, it doesn't have like a random piece of your old background that you had from the car. You're just going to want to keep selecting. Now, like I said, there are probably better ways to do this. I guarantee you there are better ways. But this is just the way that I like doing it. So hopefully it helps out some of you guys. I've been using Photoshop for a grand total of like 2 days. And I kind of just looked up videos on YouTube on how to do all this stuff, which I'm sure you all can do, and you can all find your own ways to do it. But like I said, this is just my way of doing it. So once again, just kind of quick selecting all this. That's fine for what it is. We'll zoom out. All of this is pretty good and well. We'll zoom in a bit here because I noticed that this this is rather selected when I don't want it selected. Once again, just paint it away, and try and get as most of the cars you can. You can zoom in further, but since this is just a YouTube video, I'm not going to be doing that much. On the photo edit that I did most recently on Instagram, it took like a solid hour to do it. So hopefully, well, I guarantee you I'm not going to be taking an hour to do it on here because you guys don't want to watch an hour-long video. But regardless, just select it all the way. And that's pretty good. That's all right. We'll just get rid of that. Beautiful. All right, so you have your whole background selected, everything that you want to remove. So what you're going to want to do next, and like I said, this is my way of doing it. You're going to want to right-click, and you're going to want to select inverse. So what that does is it'll select all of this stuff that you want to keep, and you're going to want to head over here to where it says, come on, pop up. It's not going to pop. Oh, add a mask. So basically, you're going to add the layer mask. It's going to take away your whole background. Right? So your whole background is gone, which is great. Now, there are a couple other ways to do this. What I like to do is I'll go into my Google Chrome. We'll go into wallpapers. I'm using wallpaperup.com. And what I try and do is I go to the 8K images. You can use 5K, but I like to go in the 8K just to get some good quality shots. And then you'll find something like, we'll go through here a little bit. Because the thing is, you want to find something that kind of matches the lighting of your own photo, essentially. You don't want to get something that's too over the top. You don't want to get something that's like super, super dark, because then your photo is just going to look really, really fake. Not to say that mine don't, because they probably do. But just find something on here that looks somewhat close to what you want. I did have an image up here before, which I can't seem to find anymore, which is fine, but I'll just find another one on here. We'll use this one. Basically the same one. This is the same one that I used in my other one. So you go here, you're going to want to go download, select the 8K option, wait for it to download here for a bit. And basically, because there are other people, they say put it in here, you know, you can transfer, you can do all this and that. I'm very simple. So what I do is I just go into here, you show it up in the folder. Whoopsie. Go back into here, show in folder, click, and drag it in. Now it's going to take up your whole view, which is fine. I like to leave it like that. Double click to place it, and then go over here where you have your different layers and just drag it under. Very easy. And then what you can do, if I remember how to do this correctly, I think it's Control T. It allows you to kind of reposition it. So for example, if you wanted more of the kind of lakeside image, you can move it up and down. Or if you want more of the mountain, you just move it down a little bit. And kind of just try and center it in there. Kind of want it like here. Because the less water, in my eyes, the better. And what I'm even going to do is kind of pull it out a little bit. And just stretch it a little bit just to make sure that it gets the whole image here. And then what I'm also going to do is right click and use warp. So what warp does is you can kind of grab and kind of tease a bit of the image. So what I'm going to do is grab it and just warp this down just a little bit. Just to get rid of that lake. And then place it. If I can remember how to place it, because double click doesn't work. Then you place it. So there you go. There you have your photo. If you feel like editing it back in Photoshop, like over here going to your adjustments, you're free to do that. What I like to do is I like to either file, save, or whatever, and then just kind of go into Lightroom and kind of alter it. So once again, this is a rather quick one. So you can kind of see over here, it's not exactly perfect. You have kind of jaggy edges here. But for what it is, it's not bad. I think I did a pretty good job on mine, and then you can edit it freely in Lightroom or whatever. But anyways, if you guys liked the video, feel free to leave a like and a comment letting me know your ways on how you edit it, or if you found this helpful. And as always, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. It's going to do it for me, and I will see you all next time.